Hello, everybody. A very, very warm welcome to our 19th annual awards ceremony. First of all, I'd like to say we're going to have to do this virtually again. My apologies for that. But over the last 19 years, we've done this in several different ways. For those of you that are more mature than other colleagues, you might remember 19 years ago this being held in the ballroom at Wamford House. And then as the awards got bigger and bigger, we moved to external facilities and ended up at a place like Sandy Park. Last couple of years we've done it virtually, and this year will be there for the third year that we have a virtual event. I am really hopeful that we'll get back to physical events perhaps in the next 12 months, but fingers crossed for that. This year we have done a little bit of a refresh, not a fundamental change, but a refresh. We've changed the name, so it's now the Pride of DPT Awards. So a warm welcome to the first ever Pride of DPT Awards. And also we've revised the awards as well, so we've reframed them a little bit. As ever, one thing is consistent. We have that great opportunity to see what amazing things you, our colleagues, have done, and also to celebrate not only the winners but also the finalists as well. And I'll come on to the significance of the finalists in a moment. This year we've had 300 nominations, which is, I think, probably one of the highest ones we've ever received. And that means that every single finalist should be incredibly proud of what they've achieved to get to this stage of the awards process. All the examples of the awards show compassion for our patients, real leadership of teams and colleagues, and innovation as well. And it's the innovation that in many ways, and that combined with leadership and compassion, which will allow us as a service to get over the few challenges that are out there that face us over the coming years. All the judges agree that the nominations bring the reason why we all work in the NHS to one focal point. When you read the nominations, you can't but reflect upon, when you've had a bad day particularly, why we all get out of bed and come and work for the health service. We could probably earn more money doing something else, but that's not what motivates us. And seeing those nominations reminds us all of that. Mel, who will be coming on shortly, myself and all the sponsors are incredibly proud of the work that all our colleagues within DPT and the wider health system deliver for our patients. And I'd just like to take this short moment to say that. I know we say it a lot, but it is never enough. So my sincere thanks to everybody. I'm going to hand over shortly to Melanie to do a couple of things. One, she's going to be the compare for the rest of the awards. We've got 7 of them to get through, and we will no doubt do it with efficiency and pace, Melanie, as ever, okay? I hope you can stay with us for, we hope it's going to be about an hour. I hope you can stay with us for the whole thing, but if you can't, I'm sure it's going to be recordable, and therefore you'll be able to dip back into the awards in due course. So Melanie, thank you. Over to you and the administration to start with.
Thanks, Andy, and hello everyone, and what an exciting event we have ahead of us. So, as usual, every year, to use my extensive skill set, it is down to me to do the housekeeping. So, I have to be assured that you're all very comfortable and that you all know where the loos are. And given you're not here with me, I know where my loo is, so I hope you all know where yours is. I hope that you've all got a cup of tea, and I hope that those finalists, we hope you received and are enjoying your cream tea hamper box and with all the treats in, and that you'll have in there a little brochure of the proceedings. So enjoy those, and obviously you have to remember, because otherwise we have to sack you from a Devon organisation, cream on first. So enjoy your tea, enjoy the event, and we're going to do the presentation. So as I go through it, I'll get some of the exec team on who are sponsoring the awards. I wanted to, I've been asked to send apologies from Sue Smith, the Chief Operating Officer, Jason Fee and Cole Owens, the joint interim medical directors. They are either poorly or had to do something else at the moment. They wanted to send their regards, and they too have been involved in the judging and reading the submissions. So they wanted to say thank you and well done, and how excited they are to have seen some of the things that came through. So we'll do that. When your category is announced, please make sure you're in front of your camera so that we can see you. We don't want you all either with your backs to us or have gone out to use the loo, if that's what you were doing. But we want, and we'll invite the winner to say a few words as well. So if you'd like to, and be brave, because we all want to hear from you, remember to unmute your mic when we do that, or I'll shout at you. That's how it goes. But to all our finalists and everyone watching across the organisation, please tweet your photos and words of encouragement. There was a lot of cheering, I seem to remember, last year, so we want a bit more of that. Use the hashtag #ProudOfDPT, and if you're ready, we can begin. So, as Andy said in his introduction, award ceremonies allow us to celebrate all the excellent work you do so tirelessly, and I'm always delighted to hear the various nominations. But I know for every nomination we have, there's loads of people doing amazing work that hasn't been nominated. So next year we want to beat the 300. But these awards are given to a few people, and we've seen an extraordinary number of extraordinary things. It's been particularly hard to judge this year. But your efforts, all of you, whether you're a finalist or not, your efforts are what makes DPT what it is. So the care, compassion, innovation, thoughtfulness that you show, the professionalism, that's what makes DPT. I'm very proud to be Chief Exec of DPT. So what we want to show you now is a little film where some other people have talked about what they think about DPT.
If I were to sum up what DPT means to me in 3 words, they would be stable, connected and progressive.
Helpful, supportive and compassionate.
Opportunities, dynamic and diverse.
Innovative, trusting and resourceful.
Diverse, compassionate and supportive.
Family focused, engaged and energetic.
Caring, future orientated, very progressive.
Compassion, hope and understanding.
Nurturing, fun, compassionate.
DPT means to me caring about people, providing services for people that might not otherwise access them.
Devon Partnership Trust in 3 words: passionate, enthusiastic and inclusive.
Well-being, innovation and opportunity.
Caring, kind and creative.
I think it's recovery focused, it's very patient focused and it's very supportive. Place to work and for patients as well.
Supportive, driven for change and compassionate.
It's a great place to work, supportive and caring.
Hardworking, caring and honest.
Well, in 3 words, it means compassion, love and care. Yeah, that's what I've received.
Dependable, exhausting at times, but ultimately I think they're kind of there, they're present.
So thank you everybody who took part in that film, and I hope you all was moved by that as I was. The first time I watched it, that's the 3rd time I've seen it now, the first time I watched it, I'm going to be honest, I shed a little tear because it was very moving. So we're going to go on with the awards, and our first award today, I was going to say tonight because of all the stars behind me, sorry, today is the Team of the Year Award for the clinical team. And the Team of the Year Award recognises commitment and dedication of an outstanding team that has gone above and beyond the call of duty. The judges were looking for examples that demonstrated how a team working together effectively and efficiently had led to benefits for patients, staff and the organisation. And to present the Team Award of the Year for the clinical team is I'm going to hand you over to our own, very own DPT star, who we've trained over many years, Chris Burford, our Director of Nursing and Professions. Over to you, Chris.
Thank you, Melanie. And good afternoon, everybody. Good to see you all. Even though virtual. So I'm going to now go through the finalists for the Clinical Team Year Award, and they are as follows. So we have Ashcombe Ward. So Ashcombe Ward, which is one of our great, waving away there, fantastic. They're one of our medium secure wards on the Langdon site in the Dewan Centre. They've had quite a challenging year, but they have been really putting together as a multidisciplinary team and most importantly, focusing on patient safety, caring for patients and caring for all of the staff who have come in tirelessly and continue throughout the pandemic. So, as well as leading on a pilot to change how the care planning approach has been working, involving both families and carers, they're also currently participating in a national scheme to reduce restricted practice. So thank you to all of you who've played a very active role in that scheme, and most important, keeping our patients safe. And it's fantastic to see you all there on screen, so well done. So moving on then, we have the Workways, individual placement support, job retention and administration support. So again, fantastic, see you guys there as well. Great to see you. So again, thank you for your work to support clients into paid employment and supporting clients to remain, most importantly, in employment. Both of the teams are supported brilliantly by both Julie and Denise, and over this past 12 months we had an excess of around 180 people who have either found or retained paid employment. So a fantastic, brilliant result. Thank you very much. And then we move on to the next team, and again I can see them there, the Junipers team, based on the Wamford site. Hi guys, good to see you all. So again, a really challenging, really difficult circumstances that you've had to manage again throughout the pandemic. The nominations that you received highlighted just how much you put the care of everybody you look after, and as a team you look after as well. Your team is outstanding. Your team is full of courage and commitment and compassion. Definitely the 3 C's and more. So well done. So congratulations to all of you as finalists. And now, this is always the bit which I quite enjoy. Thank you. And my good assistant here.
Lovely assistant.
Lovely assistant, of course. So, Team of the Year Clinical goes to the Junipers and Ashcombe Ward. Pride of DPT, well done. Fantastic. So, am I going to be able to get somebody, let's say, from Ashcombe Ward? Anybody who's prepared to say a few words? I can see Miranda there. I can't hear you. Have you got your mic off? Oh no, the sound's let us down.
See if we go to Junipers.
What about Junipers? Who have we got down on Junipers? Any, are you all on mute? No?
I don't think
No.
was able to hear both teams. It's the central room that can't.
Oh, okay.
You can all hear them. Brilliant.
You can all hear. So really, really sorry that we couldn't just have had a few words from you, but we will definitely make sure that you receive this and also the teams which have been highly commended, certificates will be back in the post as well. So well done, guys. Really, really good. Well done. Be very proud of everything you've achieved, and thank you very much. Back to Melanie.
Yeah, God, that went well.
Okay, I think we've got a bit of echo. So thank you, Chris, and well done to all the teams. We're now going to move on to our second award, which is the Team of the Year award for the non-clinical team. So the nominations in this category showed examples of teams made of supportive colleagues who live and breathe our values and who make a real difference to the lives of others, including colleagues and those people in our care. We can't do what we do in DPT without our non-clinical support of various types. So Laura Hobbs, the Director of Corporate Affairs, will be presenting this award, and Laura's online, so hopefully we can go over to you now, Laura.
Waiting for the magic of technology, and I can see myself on the screen, so that is a start. I hope everyone else can also see and hear me. So for those of you with cameras on, can I get thumbs up just to check? Ace, the magic of technology, and thanks to the team over at Sandy Park for enabling us to remote in. So I am incredibly honoured and privileged as a non-clinician myself to have been the sponsor for this very, very important award. As Melanie has described, for those people in non-clinical roles who make such a difference to the lives of the people we look after through their critical roles working with our clinicians. So without further ado, the finalists in the non-clinical Team of the Year award are the Older People's Mental Health Admin Team in North Devon. Professionalism, competence and grace were 3 words used to describe this amazing team, who make a real effort to continue to relieve the pressure on their clinical colleagues, freeing those guys up to provide more clinical support directly to the people using their service. These administrators have proved vital, particularly over the last 2 years, efficiently helping each new starter joining their team come on board at a time where we are not routinely together in the same place at the same time. So it's such an amazing role they've played. And this has benefited the services clients receive and enabled all their clinicians to work more effectively, improving overall service and performance. So well done to that, guys. The second team are Belvedere Ward Admin Team. This admin team are the backbone described of Belvedere Ward, supporting the team, patients and their families. Despite not having clinical backgrounds, the team has undertaken specialist training to give them an understanding of the patients on the ward and how dementia affects them and their families. These improvements have enabled the team to respond and improve in areas that have previously been a concern and help to relieve some of the burden on the wider ward team and the ward manager. In such a critical moment for our administration colleagues to demonstrate the impact and the visibility of their roles within the wider multidisciplinary team. Well done, Belvedere Admin Team. And last but not least, the Safer Information Team. The Safer Information Team took on the duty to receive, create, redact, print and send records relating to all subject access requests during the pandemic. They remained on site and contactable to support staff, patients and members of the public throughout. 2 years later, they've continued to provide this expanded service despite being such a small team. Sam Bentley, Andy Collis and Addy Hayworth provide their service holistically, ensuring an excellent service for the person, the data subject and the family surrounding them. And well done to the Safer Information Team too. So congratulations to all those finalists, but as Chris says, the moment of truth, favourite bit. The Team of the Year non-clinical is the Safer Information Team. Well done, Sam, Andy, Addy, and I see another face on the screen. Do you want to try and say a few words? We could hear the guys before. We'd love to hear from you. Congratulations.
No, of course, and we can't forget the contribution from Sean, who's been with us for the last year from the bank, who's been invaluable as providing that service. So we just want to also say well done to everyone else that has been nominated for an award as an excellent achievement to make this final, and also to our colleagues who aren't nominated but have still done some excellent work throughout the year. Their recognition should still be acknowledged as well. It has been a very tough year, but it's been possible thanks to, as you said, a very small team. I've been very fortunate to lead a team of what I can only describe as absolute superstars in their roles, and they've been excellent for the trust and as excellent colleagues, and should be well found. Their credit should be well deserved. And yes, we don't want to sort of say it's all about us. We do also appreciate the tough environment the clinical services have endured over the last year. So we do appreciate the support and continued effort for clinical services, which we're here as an aid for them to do their job. So yes, excellent, well done team, and yeah, same again next year, I hope.
Thank you so much, Sam, Andy, Addy and Sean. Huge congratulations and wonderful words to extend to your non-clinical colleagues and clinical. We will be sending your trophy out packaged carefully in the post after the event. I don't know if any of the other finalists would like to say a few words. We have Belvedere Award admin and OPMH admin from North on. Please come on screen if you'd like to say something.
Just to say thank you very much from all of us. It was a pleasure to be nominated for the award, and congratulations to the Safer Information team.
And a final well contested, I think. Congratulations to you all. We're very, very proud of you. So finalists, you'll receive your highly commended certificates in the post. And thank you again. I am very honoured to have presented this award, and I'm going to hand back over to Melanie in the studio.
It's like Eurovision, isn't it? So well done to Safer Information and, of course, the other two finalists. So our third award of the afternoon is a new award, and it's Learner of the Year award. So this new category recognises students and apprentices of all ages who've shown a commitment to their learning whilst continuing to provide the highest quality care and service. Those of you who've worked and studied at the same time know how difficult it is to juggle both those things. It requires the utmost dedication and commitment. And it's really important that we create an environment in which learning is supported and developed. So your role in that is enormous. So presenting the award, and again, beaming in from Reykjavik or somewhere, is David Smith, our Interim Director of HR and OD. Over to you, David.
Thank you, Melanie. Can you all see me? Okay, thank you. Well, I'm really proud to be here to present this award this afternoon, and particularly for this to be a new category, because I believe learning is the key to everything. I also know what it is like to work and to study, and how difficult it is, and what a commitment that really takes. So I applaud you for your efforts. So the finalists in the Learner of the Year award are Gregory Smith, Business Administration Coordinator in the Prison Mental Health Team. Greg has been carrying out his apprenticeship to continue to develop in his leadership role and to improve his performance to benefit the team. Greg works tirelessly to ensure that the hard work and commitment of the team is recognised by DPT and Practice Plus Group, whom the service is subcontracted to. Recently, he supported the evidence gathering for the Quality Network peer review by the Royal College of Psychiatrists. This led to excellent feedback, and HMP Exeter score of 93%, directly relating to his work and support. So very, very well done. Moving on with the next nomination, this is for Liz Dale, Senior Dementia Practitioner Care Home Liaison, Bristol Dementia Wellbeing Service. Now, Liz was nominated for her remarkable dedication to academic learning that has benefited those around her. Despite an increased workload and 2 young children to care for, Liz has successfully completed her part-time postgraduate certificate in dementia studies with the University of Worcester. Liz designed a training course for care home staff, which she was unable to deliver directly due to continued outbreaks. But she was awarded an A star for the depth of planning and resources that she had prepared. So again, well done, Liz. So, right, the exciting bit now where I get to open the envelope and make sure that I don't mess it up. And the Learner of the Year is Gregory Smith. Well done, Greg.
Thank you. I thought you were going to say Liz Dale. Thank you so much. I'm a bit stunned, a bit speechless, to be honest. I just wanted to really thank everyone in the team that I work with, because without their support, I wouldn't have been able to do the course. Without their covering me for a day a week for almost 2 years, and without the support of my manager, that would have been almost impossible to do. And I also really want to thank the tutor I've had at the college. We've had a couple of tutors, but our most recent one has been so helpful and so supportive and so motivating. There were a couple of points where I wasn't sure I was going to see this day, where I'm almost at the end of it. I haven't quite completed it. I've got 1 day left. But she helped me to keep on track, and I just really want to thank her as well. And obviously thank you to everyone for nominating me and for the award. Thank you so much. Well, it sounds like Liz should have won it, to be honest.
It was obviously a very, very tight decision, but both of you are very, very deserving of all the commendation that's come your way. So, as Laura said, we do have your trophy, and we will send it out to you safely in the post.
Thank you.
But again, Liz, would you like to say a few words? Liz, would you like to say anything?
Sorry, my colleague just came into the room. Just to say well done to Gregory, and thank you very much for the nomination. It was a privilege to do the course.
Oh, thank you, Liz. Thank you, Greg. Liz, your highly commended certificate will be sent out to you as well. But again, look, absolutely well done to both of you. More power to you and all the other people who continue to work so very, very hard, tying down a job and learning and focusing on their development. Thank you so much. Back to you, Melanie.
Thanks, David, and well done to Greg and Liz. I, too, have huge admiration for people who hold down a job, study, have families. It would just be on me to do all of that. So really well done to both of you. So our next award is the fourth award of the afternoon, and is the Inspirational Colleague Award. So like the Team of the Year, we've split it into two categories, clinical and non-clinical. The Inspirational Colleague Award recognises an individual who's made an exceptional contribution to our organisation, often not fully realising the value they bring. They are a constant support to those around them, inspiring and encouraging colleagues on a daily basis, even at times of pressure. And goodness knows we've had a lot of pressure over the last year or so. When making their scores, our judges were looking for individuals who show exemplary dedication and commitment to their role, while taking the time to enhance the life of colleagues and ensuring care is delivered to a very high standard to the people we support. This year's nominations were vast, but this was by far the most nominated category. But I'm going to hand it back over to Chris, our own inspirational colleague and Director of Nursing, to present the Inspirational Colleague Award for the clinical group.
Thank you, Melanie, and I'm enjoying the compliments, so keep them flying. Thank you very much. So, as Melanie said, we received 106 nominations for this clinical award, and our 5 finalists show that they really are inspirational colleagues in all areas of our organisation. So, the finalists, as I speak, are first Thea Ball. Where's Thea? There she is. Hi, Thea. So for those people who don't know Thea, she's a specialist medicines management nurse practitioner within the medicines optimisation team, and she's worked with them for many years, as well as maintaining her clinical practice and working in a variety of clinical areas, particularly in North Devon. She is due to retire very shortly, sadly for us, but she has stayed on tirelessly during the pandemic and has been at the forefront, particularly of the organisation's COVID-19 vaccination response. And as we know with Thea, she will move heaven and earth to lead, set up, support and make sure that that programme was delivered safely. And we know that Thea has vaccinated the vast majority of our inpatients along with her team. Her energy, passion has ensured that the people who lack capacity or had concerns about that treatment were able to get equal access to that vaccine and to other treatments. We know that Thea will be hugely missed by a variety of people, particularly her team, and throughout the organisation. We then move on to our next nominee, which is Stuart Duff from the North and Mid Intensive and Treatment team. And there as well. Stuart is described as truly putting the person at the centre of their care and is a real advocate for people with learning disabilities and complex needs. Stuart is not afraid to challenge others to ensure that people receive the most appropriate care and treatment. Stuart has used his skills extensively to support psychiatric colleagues with medication reviews and reductions in line with stopping the over-medication of people with learning disability, otherwise known as the STOMP programme. Well done, Stuart. And then I move on to the third person, who is Tom Wood, who is from our South and West social care team, and again nominated for his supportive and effective management style, for always encouraging his team to strive to excel and perform well in their work. He founded and chairs the Social Work Forum, which has created a culture of openness where people feel able to develop. The forum enables social workers across DPT to come together to discuss opportunities and challenges in promoting core social work values, as well as providing time to support each other, problem solve, and of course innovate. Stuart takes a very compassionate, non-judgmental approach to his work and supports people to learn, consistently looking for solutions and breaking down organisational barriers. So well done to Tom. And then I move on to Lindsay Hughes, from the Child Adolescent Mental Health Services Crisis Team in Torbay, currently the interim manager for the team, consistently showing empathy and care for all young people the team support. Lindsay has introduced a hospital admission avoidance plan for young people who are presented to the emergency department on numerous occasions in order to support that young person and reduce the stress of the situation and in turn reduce inappropriate admissions. Feedback from service users generally has been very positive, and Lindsay also ensures that the team are always well supported, involved and encouraged to progress in their roles. So again, well done to you, Lindsay. And last but not least, Sue Pike, our service manager and clinical lead in TalkWorks. Again, sadly, another one. Sue is due to retire in the autumn after dedicating her working life to TalkWorks for more than a decade. For those of us who know Sue, she's led the service with compassion, overseeing the expansion of evidence-based therapies to increase patient choice, and has been dedicated to providing the best experience for our clients and the best working environment for our staff and colleagues. Under Sue's compassionate and enthusiastic leadership, one of the key things Sue has led to service to do is to expand from seeing around 12,000 people a year towards the current trajectory of more than 25,000 people. Sue always leads through example, mindful of the well-being of her team and overall to the service. And again, Sue, absolutely well done. So congratulations to all of you. And I will now, I always love this bit, but I'm missing my assistant.
Sorry.
I think you need to do that.
Can't really see it.
So, gosh, we have winners of Tom Wood, Sue Pike and Thea Bull. Well done. Whoa! So, who's going to say a few? Yeah, we've got more than one. Don't worry. We will get those read. So, who can talk to us? Who's working the mic? Who should I start with? Thea, can you hear us? Can you say anything for us?
Well, I don't know. Thank you. All I can say is I'm only doing my job. It's a job I've loved to do. I've loved doing, and I love working with all of you, which you all know. Patients and staff alike, and I'm going to really, really miss you all. I don't know how I'm going to manage it, just taking the dogs for a walk and the cat, and my life will change dramatically. But yeah, I've really enjoyed, particularly the last few years, and I've been supported by a fabulous medicines optimisation team. Considering I'm a nurse, it was a big change for me, but I really, really have enjoyed it. So thank you so much, and thank you to the others as well.
Thanks so much, Thea. Thank you. Sue.
So I guess I'd just like to say thank you. I feel very honoured by the accolade and nomination. Well done to the other two winners. I'm slightly glad not to be on the screen by myself, or it feels good to have more than one winner. I've been in TalkWorks for around 12 years now. I've had the privilege of working with some very inspirational colleagues, particularly Anne Richards and David Jeffrey. And I now work with an amazing group of leaders and managers. And I think without their support, enthusiasm, commitment and humour, I wouldn't be receiving this award today. I am due to retire in the autumn. I've been in mental health in the NHS since 1984. I think for me, the critical deal is treating each person individually with respect and compassion and integrity. If you do that, the rest kind of falls out from that. So thank you very much. I feel very honoured to have the award with my fellow winners.
Thank you very much, Sue. And to Tom.
Well, hello, thank you, DPT. Thank you, everyone. This feels strange to be here on my own. I feel like I should be in the team award nomination category rather than here, because this has very much been a team effort. I can't do what I do without my social care lot that I work with, and they support me. I support them. Not just the team that I manage, but then the managers that I work alongside, Phil, Rob, Maria, Carol, Lydia. I couldn't be here without you. And I hope one of the things this does is really sets the bar higher for keeping on working hard and achieving managing to reach the level that people are expecting of me now. But one of the great things is that perhaps we can use this to keep going to promote social work, social care within the trust even more. So really good to be here. Really, thank you very much for the award.
Thank you, Tom, and thank you for all your comments. That's really, truly humbling to hear. And well done to all the other nominees, and people will receive their highly commended certificates in the post alongside all the other goodies as well. So well done. I'll hand back to Melanie. Thank you.
Thanks, Chris, and well done everybody in that category, and particularly well done to the winners. And I just want to make it clear, Thea and Sue, that you may think that you're going later this year, but we haven't let you out yet. So just bear that in mind. And Thea, you can walk your dogs around the Wonford site. That's fine. Absolutely fine. And I like looking after dogs when you're busy working, so enjoy. So how's everybody doing? We're about halfway now. I hope you all still got the tea on. That rowdy crowd down in Ashcombe have not had a fight over the cream teas. And so we're going to move on to the fifth award of the afternoon, the inspirational colleague from a non-clinical base. So I'm handing over to a very inspirational individual, and you don't often say that about a director of finance, do you? Not that I want to form any biases before we even start. But so I'm going to hand over to Phil Manto, who's the Deputy Chief Exec and part-time Director of Finance, apparently.
Thank you, Melanie, and £10 in the post for the introduction. And I hope you're all enjoying the celebration of such fantastic colleagues today. We're just really lucky to have you as the people that we work. I was going to say live with then, but work with. It feels like live with the effort that everybody puts in every day. So I hope you're enjoying it, and it's my sincere pleasure to introduce the finalists for the non-clinical Inspiration Colleague of the Year award. So we have two nominees that are going to appear on the screen. And our first nominee is Richard Roberts, who unfortunately can't be with us today. However, a big thank you to Ray, who's the facilities team leader, at Wonford House, for joining us and stepping in for Richard. So if you work at Wonford House, you will know Richard. He's never without a smile or a joke. Whenever I pop into the kitchen for a cup of tea, he's always there with a story and a chat, which actually lifts my day quite often when I lift my head out of some of the things that I'm doing. He always has a positive impact on people, and that's a fantastic attribute to have. He always works above and beyond with his hours, and he's always happy to step in to do more and help colleagues. He's also very generous with his baking and bringing in cakes, which is obviously a big plus. So he's always sorely missed when he's not around, but he does have days where he doesn't work, and he truly lightens up the building when he's around. So again, thank you, Ray, for stepping in for Richard. So our second nominee today is Finola Ellis, who's our International Nurse Coordinator, and you have made an extraordinary contribution to our international recruitment programme. So Finola embodies all our values in the way that she guides people through their journey to the NHS, understanding that people are undertaking a life-changing move. Can you imagine moving to a different country to work in another organisation? She ensures that our new recruits are put at ease, which is obviously really important, linking them together before they arrive so they feel like they're moving to somewhere safe, and helping them to build a pastoral support network. She's been vital to the success of the international recruitment programme and has been central to helping our recruits feel that they have made absolutely the right move for them and for us. So, two really worthy candidates, and the winner is Finola. Congratulations. So, where's the trophy gone?
Sorry.
Thank you very much. So one of these beauties will be winging its way to you. Would you like to say a few words to us?
Thank you so much. I mean, I wasn't expecting this, so I haven't really prepared anything. First of all, massive congratulations to Richard as well, even though he's not here. It's an absolute pleasure to do my job. It's completely different every day, and being such a massive part of the nurses' journey over to the UK is such an honour. Most of them have never been to the UK before, so even taking them to the supermarket and showing them what we eat here and showing them the difference between the p and the pound, so that you're looking for the p to be cheaper, because they quite often look at the one in front of it and think that's the cheaper option. So even things like that we don't really think of. I wouldn't have been able to do it without my very small team as well. Bob Booth especially, he's been absolutely amazing and so supportive, and my manager Chris as well. We started off as a really small Microsoft Teams call every 2 weeks, and now there's loads of us involved, which makes it a lot easier. But yeah, Chris, my manager especially as well, who always makes sure I claim all the time back when I go and meet the nurses at 10 p.m. to settle them in. Chris always makes sure I have a day off the day after. So yeah, thank you to everyone, and thank you for the nominations as well.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Finola, and very well done. And obviously a big congratulations to Richard as well, who obviously was a close second. So his certificate will be in the post, obviously, and next time I see him, I will be expecting a nice big slice of cake. So congratulations to everybody in that category, and hand back to Manly.
Thanks, Phil, and well done to Finola and Richard. Can I just clarify something? So when Phil says whenever he goes into the kitchen, Richard's always there, that sounds like Richard's not working very much, and we know Richard works very hard. That's more about how rarely Phil makes a cup of tea, but that's all I'm saying. We'll pick that up outside. So really well done, everybody, and say that the work that Finola does on welcoming the new international nurses, it was a really important part of making sure that people feel part of DPT and part of the wonderful stuff that we're here today. And Richard's welcome when you enter Womford, or his discussions on all sorts of topics, are part of the atmosphere that we create there. So really well done, everybody. So we've now arrived at our 6th award of the afternoon, the Together Award, which I will be presenting. So this award has been a category for many years now, and is in my view, not just because I'm presenting it, is particularly important. It's the award for those who are actively championing the meaningful involvement and inclusion of people using our services, including carers and families, and also about how we work together, and the clue's in the name, between us as members of staff, as people who use our services, carers and families, to break down barriers and make a difference and help us see things in a different way to be better. So the finalists in the Together Award are Kirsty Lane from the Prison Mental Health Team for her work in ensuring that prisoners have a voice in the development of our services. Prisoners are often the most disadvantaged members of society and rarely have the option to have their voices heard in a meaningful way. She has developed patient forums, peer support groups, and developed the peer worker role in the prison. Kirsty has also co-produced an induction pack for new prisoners, a training pack for visitors relating to mental health, and has set up interview training for service users to join recruitment processes so that their voice is heard in everything that the team does. Our second finalist is Caroline Nicholson from Devon Recovery Learning Community. Caroline works tirelessly to promote social inclusion and recovery via the Devon Recovery Learning Community. She is passionate about ensuring mental health support is delivered locally using a wide range of educational courses and opportunities that engage a wide variety of individuals. And if you haven't seen the brochure, I would recommend you have a really good look at it because there's some great stuff in there. It's open to everybody. Caroline's approach with partnership working ensures that strong alliances are built in communities with a wide range of organisations that are then able to develop their own skills. All courses are co-produced and co-delivered with peer tutors and students working together. This means that the course material is inclusive and very focused on the needs of the student group. Tracy Lang from Baywide CMHT. So Tracy has made a profound impact on DPT and continues to contribute her expertise, skills and passion with tangible and far-reaching results. In the first years of her advocacy, she championed and helped to bring about the involvement of peer support workers and has been an advocate for the adoption of peer-supported open dialogue in the Trust. Her presence has had an important impact both on the families she works with and on the working life of the team. More recently, Tracy has also been involved in the co-production and implementation of the Community Mental Health Framework and has additionally sat on various advisory boards. Our next finalist is Jane Wildman from North and Mid Step for her work to champion the role of co-production, peer support and the involvement of carers and families to improve the experience and outcomes of those teams, the team support. Jane's efforts have seen the successful establishment of volunteers and peer support workers within the team, as well as a change of culture into one of inclusion and meaningful involvement. Jane's meaningful engagement with individuals, their families and carers to develop personalised care plans and influence how they work as a team is not seen as a supplement to what they offer, but as part of what they offer as a team to benefit those that they support. So I get to open an envelope now. And I didn't read this before we started, so I don't know who's won. So the winner is... the winners are, joint winners, Kirsty Lane and Tracy Lang. So well done, Kirsty and Tracy. Tracy can't be here today. Tracy's not very well. So I'll just say something and then hand over to you, Kirsty. So Tracy, who's not well, as I said, that if she were to win, she would like to dedicate her win to her team who work with her on open dialogue, because she's absolutely passionate about that. So, and we'll send her award. So Kirsty, over to you.
Thank you. Wow. Yeah, amazing. Thank you. So firstly, I'd like to say thank you to the people who nominated me for the Together Award. It was a pleasant surprise to find the nomination in my inbox on a Wednesday morning. And also congratulations to all the other finalists. It's really lovely to see some familiar faces on the screen. Working in a prison can present its challenges, as you can imagine. environmental, considering risk, and challenging culture, to name a few. However, knowing how much those who are involved are going to benefit from patient engagement initiatives and opportunities keeps you persevering. And when they are successful, there's a real shared, rewarding feeling. Many of the individuals who I engage with, they demonstrate gratitude, enthusiasm for recovery-focused opportunities, and are quite often forthcoming in co-production suggestions, which is wonderful. Some of them have said that if they can help to improve the service, they feel like they're contributing and then giving back themselves. But also thank you to the prison mental health team and other services in the trust and in the prison, internally and externally, who help to drive patient engagement. And if anyone is interested in delivering a workshop in the prison in the future, please do get in contact. We would love to have you. So yeah, thank you very much again.
Kirsty, careful now. Well done, Kirsty, and thank you. And Jane and Caroline, would either of you like to say anything? I can't see you, so you'll have to chip in. Oh, no, I can now.
I'd just like to say thank you, absolute pleasure, and really enjoy working with Devon Partnership Trust and all my colleagues, including Caroline. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Jane, and well done. And Caroline.
Yeah, I guess proud is the operative word, really. I'm really proud of, the people I work with, our team, our tutors, our students, many of whom come on and become tutors with us or members of the admin team. And so it is very inclusive. And it's really lovely to see so many familiar faces, receiving these awards. And yes, if anybody would like to tutor courses with the RLC, that would be great too. But yeah, I'm just really, really proud. And yeah, I love my work, and I love the courses that we can put on. Thanks.
Great, thanks. Thanks to all of you, and very, very well done. That award is what we're about. So we need to do things together. That's the only way that we will do things well. So that we're drawing now to a close with one final award left to present. And I'm going to hand over to Andy, our chairman now, who's going to present the board award. So over to you, Andy.
Thanks very much, Melanie. And I don't know, my voice is going and I haven't been talking for the last hour, so you're doing incredibly well. Thank you very much. So the final award that we'd like to present is the Board Award. And it's one of those awards that Melanie and I collectively have the honour and privilege of deciding who wins. And there are very few things that a chair and a chief exec have the power to do in an organisation, so we quite enjoy this. The critical thing here is that all 300 nominations are technically eligible for the award. So you can imagine this year, us having to work through all those nominations was an incredibly difficult thing to do. And to come to a decision was even more difficult. And particularly Melanie and I kind of go backwards and forwards, yes, no, and we finally got that. The basis of the award is that it's given to the person or group that has the commitment and compassion that leads to real innovation and then delivery of the trust vision and a difference for our patients or our staff. Now, one team this year really stood out for both of us, and that team was the Devon Wellbeing Hub. So I'm going to come to Devon Wellbeing Hub in a minute and ask for them to give some feedback on the award. But I'd just like to articulate what they've achieved. So bear in mind, in the middle of COVID, in March 21, we set up the Devon Wellbeing Hub. It was established not only to help our teams, but also health teams across the ICS, care teams, and our police colleagues. It received something like 520 referrals for individuals, but has also helped many teams as well in well-being and support. And you know the problem with any good service it then starts getting more referrals, and we're seeing those referrals continually to increase. So we'll end up in a position of being so successful, everybody working incredibly hard. So I apologise for that. But can I just say on that basis and on the evidence of what you've achieved, incredibly well done. And it's a great team that's just been creative and innovative, which is the best of DPT. So can I encourage somebody to give us some comments if you're there? Hi, everybody.
Oh, hang on.
Okay. So who's going to be brave and say something?
I'd like to say thank you on behalf of everybody in the team for choosing us for this awards. It's a real privilege and so grateful that our work in wellbeing has been recognised. As you said, we're a new team, a new service. We've been up and running for just over a year now. And everybody in the team is so passionate about wellbeing and looking after the wellbeing of our colleagues in health and social care and the police. And everybody has been so committed to wanting to develop and contribute to the service. And working in that creative and innovative way, it's been such a privilege. So thank you. So if anyone else wants to add anything.
Also thank you. It's been amazing working with the team. And I just think because everyone has been so brilliant to work with, we've been able to offer a lovely service. So yeah, thank you. And thank you for making us.
We can't let the ladies have all the talk this afternoon. So I'd like to say
Usually do they?
The best, our leader, and she manages us really well, and the team can only be as good as its leader. So congratulations, Beth, for leading us, and well done, team. And thank you for the nomination, and thank you for the credit that's come this way. Thank you.
Guys, great job. Okay, so I think we've done 7 awards. We've done it in the time frame we were allocated, so thank you for staying with us. So now I just have the kind of task of closing things up, really. So first of all, to everybody that was nominated, not just people that received the finalist position or the award itself, a sincere well done to all of you. This is just a reflection, really, of the work you and your teams do throughout the year. And I know Melanie and I are both incredibly proud, as are the rest of the sponsors, of you, your teams, and what you do for our patients. So sincere thanks to you all. You may know that it's the NHS's birthday today, and I'm hoping that many of you will see the van and cakes coming round to you, particularly today and over the next couple of weeks. Please take advantage of that. It's just our way of celebrating the NHS birthday and reminding ourselves why we all come to work when it can be quite difficult, particularly for frontline colleagues and our support teams behind the scenes that are having to work in very different ways during the pandemic. Also, just a reminder that there is a kind of a get-together funded by charitable funds for teams, just to get together, have cake, just spend some time as teams in an informal way. And I would encourage you to use those charitable funds to do that, because over the last couple of years, teams haven't been physically together as much as they might have been. And it's really important that we build those teams up. So please take advantage of those funds and get together. Also, when you go to the cake van or coffee van, you'll also see some cards available. And they're just really simple thank you cards. I send thank you cards to people within the organisation, and the feedback I get is that it's greatly appreciated just taking 2 minutes to say thank you to a colleague or your manager or just somebody who supports you in your daily task. Just saying thank you to them makes a huge difference. So please take advantage of those cards and send as many as you would like to. And then finally, a final thank you. Thank you to everybody for sticking with the health service in quite difficult times. The pandemic's not over, but I'm hopeful that it might not be too bad a winter. Please make sure, if you possibly can, you get your vaccinations when the next round comes, and I'm sure it will. And don't forget the flu vaccinations, because I've just had COVID in the last kind of couple of weeks, and I'm fairly healthy and fit. I wouldn't like to have it with flu as well. So please, encourage you and your families to have the flu vaccination when it comes along. I'm doing Chris's job for him here, but I know he'll appreciate it. So great to see you all. Best of luck from Melanie and I, and thank you to Melanie as well for doing a great compare job. And we will look forward to seeing you in due course. All right. Thanks very much, everybody.